Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Q Dog, and we're here with a oldie, but a goodie. And on top of all of that, this oldie right here is modded. We have the multiverse mod installed, and pretty much it's like a overhaul of the whole game. It adds different events, encounters, new ships, new weapons, new people, like new races to control. Some of them you can't control. It's just a like almost like a complete overhaul of the game, but the core mechanics, the core gameplay of the game are still the same, and it's just a wonderful addition to the game, and it doesn't diminish the difficulty or the experience. Um, I highly recommend the multiverse mod if you are still playing FTL. Um, Even without the multiverse mod, FTL is a wonderful game. But we're gonna get in here. I'm gonna cycle through all the ships. I'm not gonna go into detail of all of them. Not right away. And honestly, we're probably just gonna pick at random. But like I said, they added so many ships. There's here I could probably pick this one. Like it's got new crew, new just NPCs. Like this guy or this type is a cultist. He's a like a sub faction of the rock species, and some of the different NPCs and crew members, they have active abilities. Like he sacrifices his health for temporary boosted stats. Um, I mean, in some situations it's probably good, but like it's like a good 75 health, and they only got like 150, I think. So it's really it can be situational at times. There's one ship in here that actually right here, the spider ship. You get a bunch of different spiders and stuff. You got the Weaver or the normal one, the giant alien spiders. But these NPCs are actually uncontrollable. They kind of just do their own thing. They will go to like the major points in the ship, like the weapons, the shields, or the engines and stuff. If there is no one else there, and they do have an active ability as well, where you can actually take control of them. But the the length of time that you control them is it varies between or depending on what type of spider they are. Like this one, he's just a base giant alien spider. He can only be taken control for like I think it's like 9 seconds, whereas the Weaver, he can be controlled for 12 seconds. But he does move slower. He does more damage, has more health, but yeah, like everything that they added has benefits and drawbacks. They've also added or is it like extra augmentations and stuff. Some ships start with like some that are just better than others, and some don't. Some don't start with any. Like here go a new one. You have been blessed by the Zoltans. At empty beacons, you can meditate, which takes a long time, but will repair your hull. Can't go wrong with that. The time, meaning like the longer something takes at like an empty beacon, the more that the whatchamacallit, the rebels can catch up to you. Here I'm just trying to figure out what ship I'd like to use. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of bomb weapons, like missile type weapons in this game. Um, I I don't see I just don't like them. They don't really seem like if you run out of missiles, you kind of just SOL and you just waiting to die. This ship looks solid. The weapons seem decent. It has an augment. We get 4 peoples. Um, yeah, I'm we're gonna go with this ship. It's fairly huge to be honest, but yeah, we're gonna start the run. Um, it lets you go over like the whole multiverse story. Um, which I it's like a good like 7 pages. So for now, we're just gonna skip that because I don't feel like reading all of it, to be honest. Um, Upon starting a new run, you can either get a weapon, which is like just a normal, like a laser weapon is really, it's bad, but for some ships that don't start with the best of weapons, it can be good. You can get a new a new crew member, which is always like a human, or extra resources, which I think is like 10 salvage and like maybe a missile and a drone part, something like that, or maybe some fuel. I'm not 100%, but usually if my weapons are solid, which these do appear to be solid, I just go for the crew member. I like having more crew, and we're gonna let the human be the autopilot, just because the rockmen, they can put out fires and whatnot, which I appreciate. And right there, I just made a mistake and return them to stations. And let's get started. One thing that this mod does is map out how many jumps the rebels can actually do. So like right here, you see the exit right here. These numbers are for each individual jump, and as long as we make it to the exit within 11 jumps, we're safe from the rebels. Like, they can still catch us in between, but usually I try to count out the different destinations to make sure that doesn't happen. Other than that, the game is pretty straightforward. It's still the same old FTL that we all know and love. And I'm gonna be playing it like normal. I'm not gonna be reading everything, to be honest. Most of it is new, or like different dialogue from the base game. But like I said, it's gonna be a lot of reading, and the video will drag on forever if I do that. So like little messages like this, I might just skim over it, to be honest. I'm not sure how that makes for like anybody viewing. Like, maybe you could just pause the video and read it if you're really interested in it. Right here, like I don't trust Jones. I'm like the Mandalorian, so we're just gonna salvage it. It won't let us. It doesn't appear to have. It does have weapons. It also has a bomb. I haven't even activated my weapons. That's pretty bad. It looks like we might actually just take a hit here. I think these pierce. They do. They pierce shields, and that's pretty sucky. Was really hoping to get the bomb out of here. That would have been amazing, so we don't have to just take that free damage. But with the weapons being down, there's really nothing else that this ship can do to us. It could try to run, but it's gonna die before it gets the FTL charged, unless we keep missing like that. But yeah, but these weapons, they pierce. Shield piercing is just, I mean, it's just that. It pierces shields. Some weapons come with more shield piercing than others. These appear to have 2 shield piercing, which is pretty amazing, and they are charged weapons. So if I needed to, I could charge 2 shots in each of them and let off 4 instead of 2. Pretty basic. They can cause a breach, but the chance is pretty low, so we're not gonna really count on that to do anything. We're just gonna try to do damage. And you're around near a damaged and dilapidated space station. It appears to be abandoned, but you detect faint life signatures on board. See, with situations like this, I don't like events that force you to, or that ask you to leave your ship. It usually just end bad, like somebody on your crew getting, killed. So we're gonna not do that. We're gonna just scrap it. For the debris, can't go wrong with extra scrap. And we're gonna continue to just store distress. Probably just gotta save the store from some type of pirate or something, and that's exactly what it is. And a pirate is attacking this store. We're gonna fight it, because we're gonna take every fight that we can get, to be honest. We're gonna set that to auto fire on their weapons, just so they can't hurt us. It looks like they have something that might pierce us as well, so this one shield not gonna help. We also have an intruder on board. We're just gonna open up the airlocks, and he's just gonna suffocate to death. He's gonna think about his poor life decisions. he might honestly get teleported back before he dies, which is exactly the case. I mean, we're just gonna make sure work of this ship, to be honest. I'm gonna cycle to the pilot and the engines just in case they try to escape, would make it so they can't. And since we got a store, we got some weapons, we got some systems, and we got crew. Probably not gonna buy any crew. I would like the mind control, but right now we can't afford it. We don't got nothing to sell. I've never seen this gun. This focus gun propels particles down a thin line, which heavily damages systems and starts fires, but does no hull damage. So I'm not really a fan of weapons that don't do hull damage. The charge time is 19 seconds. It does 7 system damage, which is amazing, but it's not really my style. It'd be nice for the final boss to just like wail on the shields. That'd just take off like 3 shield bars. It is a thought, but as far as actually buying it, I don't think it's really gonna fit into our little roster down there. The next battle, I will try to remember to go over the little preparation options, but okay, we actually just took damage there. That kind of sucks. Oh no, we didn't take that. It pierced our shield, did a breach, but did no damage. So I mean, maybe it would have done damage, but our augmentation, the little rock plating, gave us like a 17% chance to not take the damage. Our guy down there was suffocating. He lost half his health, but we don't have a med bay, but we do have a clone station. And with the clone station, our people's heal HP for every jump. So nothing to really worry about. If he die, he die. We could just bring him right back. And with the oh well, no, not this one, huh? Oh no, okay, yeah. With the multiverse mod, it does give you the option to do last minute checkups on your ship. You can make hull repair for scrap. It's always 1 point. Could be the difference between life and death. I have had to make a difference where I was on 1 hull because of that. You can make missiles out of scrap or make drone parts. But usually I just don't find these worth it, except for the hull point one, just because cloaking, huh? Just because it like I said, it could make the difference. It actually is worth it. The hacking on the oxygen isn't the worst thing, to be honest. I don't like the cloaking, so we're gonna get rid of that. The hacking, I'm not really worried about. We got rid of the laser. That's really the only thing that can hurt us. Can't cloak anymore. The weapons are down. Let's get the hacking and the shield. No, shields don't matter since we can pierce. So let's just go for the pilot, so they can't escape if they try to. We are ruthless, so we do not accept surrenders. Yeah, no, there's once you attack us, there's really no way out. One of us gotta die, and it's not gonna be me. Extra fuel cells never hurt nobody. We take those. We actually do have enough salvage to get another shield bar, and that's what we do. Usually, I try to prioritize 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bet that's the route we're gonna take. I try to prioritize shields over anything else, especially with this ship, because of the amazing weapons that we seem to have started with. I don't really need to focus on getting my weapons up, or not even my engine really. Usually we can get they weapons down before our shields drop, or like before anything else really takes too much damage. So yeah, I would rather focus on the shields and make sure we are good on the defensive front, since our offense is pretty good. But that ion cannon that they have, that's really hurting. We're just gonna suffocate this guy, because when you board my ship, you get a fizzy, or you get suffocated. Let's keep that. Let's not try to use no fancy words that I can't pronounce. We're gonna attack the teleporter and the pilot just so they can't escape, and the teleporter so he can't make it back. Pretty much at this point, we're completely safe. Shields don't matter. Let's go back to the pilot. And I'm actually I want the guy on doors. I want him to be on sensors so I can actually see what's going on here. Maybe we can start focusing on taking out the individual people that are on the ship. I don't want you fighting. Get out of there. He thought he was done suffocating. Yeah, he's not gonna have a ship to go back to. They are trying to surrender, but like I said, we don't accept none of that. You did not die before you made it in. We're just gonna let him finish the job so we get our oxygen back. Everybody return to their stations. You go back up there. Save stations, and we're gonna jump. The reason I put him on sensors instead of the doors because apparently our doors came pre-upgraded, like level 2. So blast doors I think is good enough for the stage. And I would like to have level 2 sensors as well so I can see the interior of the enemy ships. It just make things simpler. And like I said, we take all the fights that we can because we want all the salvage we can get so we can upgrade and or buy things from the stores. Rinse and repeat pretty much. We just attack the weapons. Even they couldn't hurt us anyway. They can only get through one of our shield layers, and they had a laser that just isn't going to do anything anyway against our shield. Some lasers do pierce shields, but that one, just a little baby laser, is not going to do that. Yeah, no, this just sounds like a surrender. They're pirates, they attacked us, so they're gonna die. Really, I just have no remorse. They got their weapon back up, but like I said, they're not really a threat to us, so I'm not really worried about the little heavy laser right there. Like I said, one shield bar, they can't hurt us. Of course, we're gonna salvage the remaining supplies. The first little stage is just business. Really business as usual. We're gonna aid it because that sounds like a fight. It's a little drone. It does have a bomb, so we do want to get the weapons out as quick as possible, and then as soon as we disable the weapons like we just did, we're gonna go for the pilot and the engine so he cannot escape. The worst thing that can happen to me is an enemy escaping and we just either taking the damage for nothing if we do take damage, or just not getting any reward for the time wasted fighting. So I just try to make sure they can't hurt us, and then I make sure they can't run away when we hurt them. And it looked like we got a Falcata beam. Alright, we're gonna see what that does. A short beam not known for its power, but rather its usefulness in taking out systems. It doesn't do any damage per room hit, but does system damage. That looks like fodder to sell. Yeah, we're not even gonna worry about that. It just don't even seem worth it. I don't want anything on my ship if it doesn't do damage to the enemy ship. I was gonna say if it does damage to crew, I'll take it, but like really, the way our weapons set up, we just don't. I don't think that's the run we going for. Several civilian vessels have landed on a nearby moon around the Federation Multiverse Warp Bay. You can see crowds gathering, but aren't sure why. We're gonna investigate this. Yeah, we're not doing this. Large groups and our crew don't mix. Probably not gonna attack them. On just attacking a civilian don't seem smart. Let's just leave. There is notoriety in this game, and if you do too much bad stuff to good people start to hate you, and you will get punished for it. So and when I say in this game, I do mean just the multiverse mod. We're gonna fight you. You're gonna regret fighting us. He can hurt us. Looks like he has a missile. My most hated thing to see on an enemy ship. I hate using them, and I damn sure hate fighting them. Alright, now that we got the weapon system gone, we're gonna go for the engine and the pilot. They have a repair bot that isn't repairing anything. Most of the oh, there it go. I can only assume that the power that they had was going to this drone, and maybe they just didn't have enough to power the repair drone. Regardless, they're dead. It doesn't even matter anymore. Since we're at the last stop in this sector, we can, once we get done with the fight, if there is one, we can do something on board the ship. There are special things that you can do because it is mod, and one of them is because we have rock armor, we can take some damage to the hull. It opens up like a breach on the ship. The breach nothing, but we can make another rock armor, which it does take 25 scrap too, which isn't a bad idea since they do stack the 17%, right? So for 34% of not taking actual like hull damage is good, but I do want to save my scrap for now. What you can do, or what you can also do, is talk to your crew and assign them jobs. Usually I just go for the one that gives me scrap. It has a chance to give me 5 since I got 2 or more of the same race doing that same job.